Hello everyone, Kaziken here for my first Poxnora commentary. My intent is to provide commentary that is insightful, kind of gives you an idea of my playstyle, what's going through my head, and general entertainment. But this would be my first uploaded video to the cause. If you visit my channel, you actually see that I had two other test videos, which are simply addressing the integrity of my recorder and whatnot, and how I interact with the software, so you probably don't want to watch those, they're terrible. But yeah, I intend to hopefully do at least one video a day, if not more. So keep an eye out for them. And I'm currently fighting a Kathir Forest Forglar Swamp, which is obviously Torden, judging by that Torden mortar. And all I have is an Angel right now, so I'm going to drop that. This deck I'm playing currently is a Forglar Swamp Sunderland split. It utilizes a lot of the Snaptooth units. I figured the best thing to do with them would be rack up the multi-attack and then drop some Quickenings, Draconic Benedictions, Quickens on singular units, and just overwhelm the opponent with an onslaught of attacks to see how that would play out. So far it's done pretty well. I haven't lost too much with it. I think I've got about 9, 11 games under my belt with it. I've only lost a couple times, so it's working pretty decently. Still a few tricks that I'm getting used to with this deck too, so you can expect to see a lot of mistakes in these videos as well. The first turn Angel is probably a pretty decent deploy, if anything. It doesn't fit the Snaptooth thematic, but she does back up a Crom Angler pretty well, and getting that Intensify early on is going to be very crucial to keeping the unit alive. He just deployed a Torten Captain. I personally think it's a very underrated Torten. Unstoppable on a ranged unit is really nice. Likewise, a form of pin down, scramble is really good. The crew's not bad either, 8 effective speed, 15 base damage. I'm also a fan of Tremere Craghide, actually. If I had him, I would try him over Mangle Shell. He's got an interesting little activated ability. It's called Torden Cannon Barrage, I think is what it's called. It basically gives you the effect of the Torden Cannon Barrage spell, except in a one-turn cooldown format, if I'm not mistaken. So, that's something good. So currently, he is running a Torden Mortar up to me. Cannot get an attack off due to Ponderous, so the positioning there is solid. My only concern is that being that he is a Kathir Forglar split, he's got some of the support spells that Kathir would have, although he's not going to have the offensive power that he'd have by splitting with Sunderlands. So he doesn't utilize the Torden's trade to its fullest by using Quickening and whatnot to activate more attacks. My drops here are looking kind of okay. I can go with that. Dusk Shaman. I'm going to be one space off getting that font too. That is rather unfortunate. What can you do? What can you do? 6. I could attack that. In fact, if I had deployed there, I could have moved up about 6. Got an attack off, and then, no, probably not worth it. I guess I'll drop myself over here. And then move back here. I apologize if I suck my teeth a lot, by the way. It's a really bad habit that I hope to break making these commentaries. Alright, I'll move there, and end my turn. So, the Portal Mage is going to be problematic. It's going to be spitting out Torden Pygmies, Tortalian Pygmies, and I don't have an effective form of Sever Summons being Snaptooth, so that's going to be a little bit problematic if he gets a few of those out. The units themselves are pretty durable, although he doesn't have the Sunderlands split, so they're not going to be as durable as they could be. He's kind of turtling at the moment, excuse the pun. Arrow Eater's going to be a little bit difficult to deal with, considering I have nothing but ranged units out at the moment. Probably drop a... I'm trying to think of a good deploy here. I guess I could drop the Murkwater. Move forward one so he can't artillery me. If you're not familiar with it, artillery is an ability that when you attack, it's going to cleave 80% of the unit's damage onto nearby units. If he ends up making an attack against my Dust Shaman, I'll simply heal it with the Angel, and that should be that. Alrighty. So yeah, I personally think, this is my opinion, but I've seen a few other people bring it up on the forums, that the Torden racial is completely broken, despite the fact that they have Ponderous. Especially if you split with Sunderlands, as noted a few times. The racial itself is, for every Torden you have out, okay, I'll just cite it directly since I got it right here. Whenever this unit successfully attacks, you gain 1 Nora for every friendly unit with this ability. Whenever Nora is gained or generated by this unit's controller outside of normal Shrine, Font generation, and Nora globes, it is reduced by 4 to a minimum of 4. Not really a factor in this case, but the amount of Nora gen they generate by a mid to late game push is astronomical. It's absolutely insane. That synergizing with Sunderlands, you get a lot of attacks off. In this case, I'm in a pretty bad spot on another random note. He's got 2 Arrow Eaters out. The Torden Captain's going to come in. I can't ensnare him due to the fact that he's unstoppable. The Mortar's going to be sniping me. My best bet here is to probably build up a little bit and see what's up, although he would win in terms of the Nora advantage. The best thing I could do here... Let's see, let's do another Shrine Scry and see if I can break out a Crom Angler. Another Deadeye. Tordens don't have too many effective forms of detection. I could try a little bit of backdooring here, get that top font maybe in a few turns, see what's up, let him come to me. I'll drop a Deadeye there, I think. This thing has 5 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be 1 short. Alright, let's see how that plays out. Worst case scenario, I could go for a Shrine Rush at the end. It's only 40 health. That would be about 4 attacks, which is not entirely out of the question given that I'm using a Snaptooth Death Shaman and Ancient, both 5 to 7 range and 3 to 5 range respectively. He's moving that Battle Mystic in due to its ranged counter-esque ability. Also, if you are not familiar with the Torden playstyle, one notable thing about them, they are very good at bringing a fight to somebody. As they advance, if they want to take pot shots at you, they will have Nora to back up with some spells too. I could be lolsy here and try mimicking something if I really wanted to. People say Mimic's a bad spell, but in this case it could actually end up hurting him because he's got just as many ranged units as I do at this point. I could try going for that Shrine too. He has left himself open. I might try that as an option here. I could go all in, which I think I want that Crom Angler so bad. Haven't drawn either of my Crom Anglers. Okay. I'm gonna try something a little bit risky here. I could drop her there. 2, 3, 4, yeah. 9 in. I'm gonna put some pressure on his Shrine, I think. This is a really risky move. I would not recommend doing this often, but I feel I can pull it off, so I'm going to try it. Let's see here. It might not come out in the tone of my voice, but I've got a big grin right now because this might just work. Gonna drop a Spirit Altar for additional health on the off chance that he's got anything significant. We're gonna drop a Cancel Magic to stop any trickery he might have, and I think I'm good. He can see that because these things have Spell Swallower. These Battle Mystics have Spell Swallower. So, yes. What did he just deploy? Thing just got a charge. Why? Oh, Fish Kisser right there. Okay, that's still in my favor because I can just quicken, double tap. She has just flying. Okay, so it only works against champions. So I'd be hitting for about 10, 10, bringing it down to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. My Dust Shaman would get a double tap off. If he does not fortify this turn, he will lose. So I'm hoping that he doesn't have that type of foresight, and I can pull off a quick win here. Because I'll be honest, I'm very afraid of fighting Tordans when they hit any type of mid-game, late game. In fact, if he kills this Ancient, I'm probably going to have a little bit of trouble killing this Shrine, because I'm not going to have multi-attack anymore. I intend to move him up about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could move him up there, I guess. There. And then move the Dusk Shaman forward 4, be within range, and then do the quickening for the power turn, which should allow me to win. He's time slipping the Pygmy. It's a very popular combo if you're not aware of it. You time slip a Pygmy because it's going to have 20 speed, and then it's going to end up... He fortified. It's going to end up being able to combo attack devastate the unit that it sets its sights on. So we shall play this out and see how this works. I think I'm going to commit to the Shrine Rush. Just kind of see how that works out. Although I'm going to phase shift to stop his Pygmy from doing anything significant. He's not running the Sunderlands again, so that means that he's not going to be able to purge that. Let's see, I'm going to put this stealthy. This is a little bit risky, because if I put my stealthy here... Let's see, what's his fortify looking, or his transfigure? He can transfigure his shrine too, so that's not cool. Alright, let's try this. I'm going to throw up a Craw Mangler somewhere. I'm thinking maybe... Do I want to do a Craw Mangler, actually? Kind of need the Nora. One quickening would end this, but... What do you upgrade on this? Tough 2 Assault. I could mimic this for additional defense. That would give me Aerial Supremacy 5, 7 with Tough 2, 7 effective, 8 effective defense against it, because I also have the Sunderlands bonus. Don't have to attack it or anything, so I can keep it sitting itself at 15 damage. Actually, he doesn't have Enrage on it. I thought that was Enrage with its Manic. Yeah, I'll try it. Mimic, because I can. Which means I'm getting some FPS lag here. That's kind of interesting. Alright. I'll try it. Let's see what happens. Chose not to heal the Snaptooth Ancient on the off chance that he had some way of pumping damage into this Angel of Nourishment. I don't think he'll be killing it, though. He's probably going to Shrine Break here, which could technically work in my favor. That'll cut Shrine Gen, although it doesn't really cut into Tordans too badly. If he finds my Snaptooth Murkwater there, it is undoubtedly dead due to the Tortalian Pygmy. And he found it, so it's going to die a horrible, horrible death. A more than horrible death. It is so beyond dead. Although he's not going to be able to really pull out another tap, I don't believe. Another double tap, so that works. And it's kind of cool, turtle. Oh wow. Okay, so that's still a problem. Can still pull off a shrine kill there. He's still in a decently bad position. It might take a little bit more out of me to do so, though. I'm gonna have to pop a quickening, maybe a tornado. We'll see what happens. 2, 3. I could move. He's blocking me off with his units at the moment. Trying to think of a way I could circumvent this. I suppose I could double quicken. Yeah, I could double quicken. That would end this outright, actually, wouldn't it? Because I'd be hitting for... Let's try it. I've had more risky plays before, so this could pay off. Let's try it. So that's gonna hit for 10. Yep, exact kill. Quicken. Best spell of all time, I must say. And that is why shrines should be buyable with gold. And thank you for watching.